Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW, the Danger Zone, right after XFW Sudden Death. And here comes Miss Kitty Lane, our brand new XFW Women's Champion. Kitty Lane, winning her first ever championship here in XFW. Capturing the title away, welcome up, so thank you for liking the stream. Capturing the title away from Sophia Laurie at sudden death. And tonight she'll go up against someone she knows very, very well. The biggest female competitor we have here in XFW, Miss Tia Adams. These two have faced off time and time again, and Tia Adams has a considerable strength advantage. But Kitty Lane is no slouch inside the squared circle. She knows her way around the ropes. And now, with the Women's Championship around her waist, may have reinvented herself, may have found new life here in XFW. And here we go. Danger Zone is off and running. Thank you for the folks that are already here as Kitty Lane fires off with a number of shots down to Tia Adams. Adams absorbing them all and lays out the champion with a double axe hitter. John Mosiak, thank you for liking the stream. Adams already hoisting up the champion and driving her down to the canvas with a hellacious powerbomb. Could Tia Adams make short work of the women's champion tonight? Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Adams, giant swing, sending Kitty Lane halfway across the ring. Adams already showing that strength advantage she has as she hoists up the champion by one arm. Kitty Lane's been on the defense now for a little while here, and slugging blows now from the challenger. Again, this is a non-title matchup, but a win for Tia Adams could propel her right to the #1 contendership. And right now, she's laying out Kitty Lane. Lane has a lot to prove. Everyone knows she's earned her spot here in XFW in the women's division, but she's never held on to gold before. And to prove she's not a flash in the pan champion, she's gonna have to defend the championship. She's gonna be in the ring more often than not. She's been spending a lot of time at her Nevada business, if you will. Her entertainment complex in Nevada has not been in the ring as much, but managed to win a few key matches to get herself an opportunity to challenge Sophia Lory at sudden death and capitalized on that. But now she's going to have to be in the ring more often if she wants to prove she has what it takes to hold on to this women's championship. And right now, Tia Adams so far has been dominant in this matchup. Kitty Lane, though, right now in the driver's seat, driving the back of the head against the knee. European uppercut, but again, Tia Adams stays on her feet. Wild swing missed. The champion now wrenching on the arm of Tia Adams, trying to slow down, trying to take some power out of those brutal haymakers that Adams like to throw. Adams rolling to the outside. Adams now shoving the champion down to the canvas. Off the ropes now comes the champion. His shoulder tackle. Adams taken off her feet. Kitty Lane going to the air. Hard elbow tie-up. And again, Tia Adams shoving her down to the canvas. We've got a cover. With a quick kick out by Kitty Lane. Lane with an elbow shot out of the face. Tia Adams again trying to assert herself. And once again, Lane grabbing onto that armbar. Ooh, elbow shot to the knee. And one arm tossing Kitty Lane off is Tia Adams. Adams now in a gut wrench, hoisting her up. Driving her down face first. Kitty Lane, quite frankly, folks, might be out of her league tonight. Lane has been on the defense a majority of this matchup. Uh-oh, Adams now again hoisting her up. Buckle bomb into the corner goes the women's champion. We've got a cover. Look at the impact from Tia Adams. She only got a 2 count, but the women's champion is in trouble. Lane able to slide over the back. Lane now hooks the leg. Exploder. Kitty Lane now telling Adams to get back up. She needs to watch this cockiness. She needs to keep Adams on the ground. And there's a shoulder tackle again. Lane now going up high in this opening contest here in XFW Danger Zone. Leg drop, nobody home. That'll break the kitty's tail. Knife edge chop. Fire back now from the champion. An Irish whip. Leg lariat counter. Tia Adams looking to make a statement tonight. Chin buster for the women's champion. Crucifix in a rolling combination. Shoulders are down, but only a 1 count. Kitty Lane now starting to get some momentum in this matchup, trying to turn this thing around. There's a drop kick. But again, Tia Adams quick to get back to her feet. Wind up now, snapmare over. And drops the leg across the arm. Kitty Lane now starting to show some offense, starting to show some gumption. This is what we saw from her at XFW Sudden Death when she won the championship. She's back on the top rope. This time the leg drop connects. We've got a cover, but only a 2 count. Lane trying everything she can at this point, rolling through. Look at this. Roll her up into a sunset flip. 2. Only a 2 count. Adams again able to get the shoulder up. Lane now charging in. Crucifix this time. All impact. No bridge. Adams starting to get back to her feet. Lane gonna hook the leg a second time and again. The exploder. Kitty Lane going around. A second time, gonna try that sunset flip. But again, Tia Adams able to get the shoulder up. Adams now fireman's carry takedown. The champion again on the receiving end. This time Adams going for the hammerlock. Kitty Lane fires back with an elbow right between the eyes. Clubbing blows down by the back by the champion. Again, welcome everyone to XFW Danger Zone, our opening contest here. The women's champion in control. Again, working the arm is Kitty Lane. Lane now going to the outside. This time a lot slower. She's expended a lot of energy in this matchup. All the way to the top rope. Tia Adams already starting to get back to her feet. The women's champion perched on that top rope. Hurricane Rana takes her up and over. Kitty Lane now on a roll, but Adams refusing to stay down once again, climbs to her feet. Adams sent to the turnbuckle. Kitty Lane. Uh-oh. Kitty Lane gonna start up the show. Lane coming in, insult to injury with the grind. But again, Tia Adams getting right back to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Flying Kitty! Flying Kitty! Adams is covered, leg is hooked. And the champion pulls off the victory in her first appearance with the title around her waist here on Danger Zone. Tia Adams started things off hot and heavy, came out swinging. But Kitty Lane managed to turn the tables towards the end of the match, keep the big woman off her feet, turn the tide of this matchup and pull things out and wind up victorious. An impressive win for the XFW Women's Champion here on XFW Danger Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW Danger Zone. My name is Shane. I will be your host for our program tonight, and a lot of news coming out of XFW Sudden Death this past Sunday night. A number of titles changed hands on Sudden Death. A new women's champion that you just saw. We have new tag team champions. The White Dragons, now 8-time XFW tag champions, capturing the titles away from the James Boys. A new XFW United States champion as Christopherson Pierce captured the title away from Ultimo Shane. Cornelius Hubbard, thank you for liking Shane. And the biggest turn of events of all, ladies and gentlemen, the XFW the World Heavyweight Champion is once again Brian Blaze. Blaze winning a last man standing match against none other than Sam Ford, who has been on a rant, who beat Brian Blaze only a few nights before to get the stipulation, but that stipulation backfired as Brian Blaze used every opportunity to use chairs and steel steps and baseball bats and more to get the win over Sam Ford. Now, Ford has not been seen since that night. He did sustain some injuries in that matchup, but Brian Blaze remarkably has decided to put the championship on the line tonight in our main event. Now, we don't know who the challenger is. Brian Blaze signed a contract to the booking committee, says he wants to defend the title tonight, which is very uncharacteristic of Brian Blaze. We'll find out later tonight who that is. But right now, folks, head down to ringside for more one-on-one action as Danger Zone rolls on. Again, curious to see who will be the challenger tonight for Brian Blaze as he puts the XFW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And again, I'm shocked that Blaze is doing this, quite frankly, because it's very unlike Brian Blaze to offer up a championship match. Every time he's held the title, he has been damn near forced to put it on the line. And to see him offer it up tonight is very, very unique, I'll say. Lincoln Marsh in the ring now as he hit his opponent. None other than the man they call the Purple Haze Rick, the Dragon Fletcher. Making his way out to ringside. Talking about former champions, Fletcher, a former XFW Internet champion.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, Rick the Dragon Fletcher.
Fletcher has become a fan favorite here in XFW. A constant staple here. Even though he was out for a little bit of time due to injuries sustained by the group known as the Ministry of Darkness here in XFW, led by Drago, who we have not seen any members of that infamous group ever since XFW Fright Night, when a band of XFW roster stars, including Rick the Dragon Fletcher, came out in force to rid XFW, to unseat Drago as the World Heavyweight Champion with the help of Sam Ford, Mark Collins, Showtime Shane Black, Big Time Jim Slater, Hero Katsuyori, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, and more. Drago has not since laid eyes on XFW, nor are any of his cronies, should I say. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, match on the way. Collar and elbow tie-up now. Fletcher quickly taking the arm of Lincoln Marsh down. Marsh with a nice counter into an overhand wrist lock. But Fletcher right back into a hammerlock. Nice move by Rick the Dragon Fletcher. Fletcher now going to put some steam on there. Wrench that arm, try to separate that shoulder. Motion by Fletcher, the martial arts background. Oh! And there it is, but look at Lincoln Marsh stayed on his feet. That very athletic kick right to the face. Fletcher going head over heels, blasting Marsh in the face, and Marsh just stood there and took it, and now is gone on the offense. Marsh now butterfly hook, takes him up and over to suplex. Lincoln Marsh is a dominant force so far here in XFW. Fletcher now trying to get back to his feet. Marsh just staring on. Big man coming in now and body tackle. Fletcher now writhing in pain. Can't say you blame him. Lincoln Marsh now working on the arm. Back to a hammerlock. Fletcher with a counter. Elbow right to the eye. Oh, there's a kick to the face. And again, Lincoln Marsh holding on. But Fletcher fires right back. This time countering through. And a Luthez press. And now, is he biting? Is Fletcher biting? He is! Fletcher's biting him. I guess when you back an animal into a corner, you're going to have this. Mike Atura had some words there, but wow. Fletcher obviously upset. But the big man again gets the shoulder up. I can't believe Fletcher was just biting. You got to check him for rabies. Fletcher now, combination of elbows. Staggering the big man. Off the ropes, the clothesline, but again, and a knee strike. But Marsh again staying on his feet into a belly. What does it take to knock this guy down? Holy hell. Fletcher pummeling away, and this big guy just stays on his feet. Fletcher now rolling to the outside. Marsh quick to his feet. Here he comes, and a clothesline down on the outside. Good Lord, he just about drove through him. And off the post. Goes for a kick. Fletcher flies through it again, the Superman punch. But look at the Marsh again, staying on his feet. How the hell can this guy absorb this much damage? Referee up to a 4 count. Fletcher has unloaded with a number of offensive maneuvers, and Marsh just continues to stay on his feet. And now pinching the trapezium. Pressure point maneuver here by Marsh, which may limit the use of the arms of Richard Langdon Fletcher. He is known as primarily as a striker, and that could do. Ooh, talking about strikes, is that right hand there. Marsh just leveled him. Bull Nelson, no good, hoist him up, drives him down to that canvas, good Lord. Rolling him over, dead weight. Fletcher might be out. Shoulder comes up. That was harsh. Marsh now going to the legs, driving the knee straight down. Fletcher now rolling in agony. One face lock now. Uh-oh. Marsh giving the thumbs down. Up goes Fletcher. Down goes Fletcher. And Marsh now back on the assault. Goes for a kick. Fletcher dodging out of the way. Super kick. This time the big man goes down. And Fletcher now going to decide to do a little bit of a gyration. But again, the big man getting right back to his feet. And a shot. And another one from Fletcher. Wild swing by Marsh. Power slam connects by the Dragon. Fletcher now snaps over the neck. Fletcher now on a roll. Can he continue this momentum and possibly get away when face is cooked? Fletcher now using the ropes as momentum. Fletcher gets the victory. Fletcher stealing one away. Using the ropes, Mike Atura did not see that. Fletcher breaking the rules, using the ropes as a leverage. I have not seen Fletcher do that, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Something I never thought I would see Fletcher do, but he blatantly drug him over to the corner. And here's it again. Mike Atura with the count. Fletcher even looked like the shoulder came up there, but regardless, a 3 count taking place. Marsh dominated that matchup, but Fletcher with the victory. Wow. Mind over body, I guess, tonight on XFW Danger Zone. And Fletcher now with the ability to celebrate here. If I was Rick the Dragon Fletcher, I would be looking over my shoulders once the footage of that gets back to Lincoln Marsh, because, folks, that is not going to sit well. Now, that's not to say that Lincoln Marsh wouldn't take that same opportunity if given to him, because we've seen Lincoln Marsh cheat on a number of occasions. But I've also seen Lincoln Marsh lose a matchup, and it does not sit well with him. The guy doesn't show much emotion, but when he does, it's usually anger. And I'm willing to bet this is not the last time we'll see these two guys inside the ring now. Wait to see more of that down the road here in XFW. Now, folks, a big announcement came out yesterday. The official trailer for WWE 2K22 dropped, and pre-sales went live yesterday, folks. I did already pre-order the game. I am hoping to get the 3-day early pass to get things rolling here for XFW and get things started, because we've got a lot of characters we're going to have to start from scratch to and all our arenas and more to get built up to get XFW up and rolling. In 49 days, that game will drop. Now, folks, I have high expectations for that game. 2K20 has been, let's face it, it's been moderate at best. It's missing a lot. There's a lot of stuff that was left out. We all know it's a glitchaholic. It runs a little bit better on my PS5 than it did my PS4. But still, even XFW Sudden Death, we lost a very important match during that because of a game crash. But if you haven't gotten the trailer, check that out. It is all over the internet. If you're looking for it, pre-sales are there. There are a number of options, including NWO. There is a Rey Mysterio pack, I think, with a collectible mask. There's a bunch of stuff out there, folks, to take a look at it. While we're talking about that match we lost at XFW Sudden Death involving the Industry, going up against Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, Rick Osborne, and Sean Owens. Tonight, again, Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet going at it again in a return match from last week, which saw Bad Boy Marshall Sweet win when Rick Osborne stopped Josh the Coach Comes through coming out with a steel chair. I don't think these 6 men are done from beating the snot out of each other, and this rivalry between Sweet and Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott continues tonight on Danger Zone. And here comes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet now.
Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario.
Amazing, and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet went at it last week, and we saw the footage caught by someone in our backstage area with a cell phone of Clemens backstage with a steel chair wearing XFW crew gear, waiting to rush the ring with chair in hand, obviously going to target Bad Boy Marshall Sweet to give Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott the win. But that was stopped. Bradley Appleby, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. That attack was stopped by Rick Osborne. We had a 6-man tag at Sudden Death that was unfortunately a game crash, and the match could not continue. That match rescheduled for a later date. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of the Industry, here comes Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott.
Weighing in at 225 pounds, Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott.
This rivalry started all because Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott has been known to be one of the fastest in-ring competitors XFW has ever seen. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet has laid claim that he is just as, if not faster, than Mr. Amazing. What started off as a simple in-ring competitive rivalry has turned very, very personal, now involving all the members of the Industry, as well as Sean Owens and Rick Osborne. There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. An Amazing coming out with a dropkick. Sweet countering out of the way. Sweet now starting off with the martial arts kicks. Front face lock. Oh, and drops him on the knee. Brainbuster style. Sweet has no love lost for Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. And a second time trying to rack the vertebrae and the spine of Mr. Amazing. That'll definitely slow down his roll in this matchup. There's a quickness of Mr. Amazing. Dodging out of the way of that punch. But then again, you see it there from Sweet. These two are so evenly matched, it's disgusting. Sweet now grabbing a handful of hair of Mr. Amazing. Irish whip now countered by Amazing. Sweet, whoa. Sweet now showing off his gymnastics and lands into a shotgun dropkick and a kick up right back to his feet, showing off how damn quick he can be. Roundhouse kick, the feint kick connects. Scott thought he had it dodged, but Sweet managed to fake him out and connect with a second kick. Sweet now again with those deadly hands. Wrapping around, Aiden Scott clubbing the low. Both men now countering after counter after counter. Good Lord, the wraparounds. Ooh, finally. Neckbreaker drop by Mr. Amazing. Now hooks on the arms. Sweet breaks out. Adjusting by Aiden Scott after Sweet tried to break the hold. And again, the quickness we talk about with Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Snapmare takedown. Scott off the ropes. Drop kick to the side of the skull. Quick cover, but no hook in the leg. And a quick kick out by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Back to square one. Shot now by... Whoa. Back and forth. Before I can even finish my sentence, these two are countering each other time after time again. We have to rewatch this match in slow motion just to keep up with it, to keep the commentary going as these guys continue to exchange move after move after move. Sweet now again with a combination of blows. Right hands, left hands, kicks. Oh, and a big haymaker shot. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet just laid out Mr. Amazing. And a stomp to the midsection. Sweet was victorious last week over Mr. Amazing, and right now into a lung blower. Sweet now starting to dominate, but you've got to wonder, who's in the background? Last week we were told no other members of the industry were here. Benjamin Davis, thank you for liking the stream. Now it's quickly proven wrong that there were other members in the background, as Josh the Coach Clemens was backstage. Now I personally have not seen any other members of the industry here tonight, but that does not mean they're not lurking in the bowels of the building or somewhere in the locker room. Head scissors takedown now by Mr. Amazing. Sweet getting back to his feet though. Mr. Amazing going to catch him a second time, and Sweet now going to roll underneath the ring. And a right hand for Mr. Amazing. And Scott now going to the top rope, calling his shot. This is a dangerous territory for Mr. Amazing. Comes at the top of the drop kick. Both men down. And again, somehow Sweet getting back to his feet. Not sure exactly how the hell he got up. And he drives him down, reverse DDT. Holy cow. Mr. Amazing, though, winds him up, sends him back inside the ring. These two absolutely hate each other and continue to battle week after week. Up, senton countered. Sweet gets out of the way again. These two know each other's moves inside and out. One of the reasons their matches are so high energy, so evenly matched. Sweet now back in the driver's seat. Oh, spoke too soon. Counter by Mr. Amazing. Aiden Scott with the super kick. Standing shooting star press. We got a cover. Almost a 3 count again, but Marshall Sweet getting the shoulder up. And these two are going at it week after week here in XFW. Kick to the midsection now by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet down with his own Hurricane Rock. MD Saddam, thank you for following and welcome to XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming. Thank you for joining us. Uh-oh, Sweet up the neck breaker, drives him down. We've seen this combination before. And he's going to roll through. Mr. Amazing in a world of trouble now. Sweet wrenching on. Mr. Amazing trying to get through the mount. Breaks the hold and a shot right to the eyeball. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, whether on Facebook, YouTube, or Bloodsword6.com, or over on the Twitch platform, however you're choosing to watch. XFW, thank you for joining us. Right hand for Mr. Amazing. Scott now drives the head of Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with the DDT to the canvas, and now Sweet in trouble. Amazing going to the top. Amazing. Phoenix splash from the top rope. Deep cover. Look at the cover by Scott. But again, Sweet gets the shoulder up. How the hell can either one of these guys continue to stay on their feet after the brutalization? The sheer amount of damage they have taken back and forth on the drop kick. Mr. Amazing, Aiden Scott now in control of this matchup. Super kick again. Standing press a second time. That time no covers. Scott looked hurt from that one. Both men now back to their feet. Wind up shot by Mr. Amazing, who now goes to the outside. Scott screaming at Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet starting to get back to his feet. Scott going up. Blockbuster from the springboard position. We've got a cover now. And again, somehow, Sweet gets the shoulder up. Scott looks beside himself with anger. Where the hell's he going? Referee up to a 1 count. That's a chair. There's a chair in the ring. There is no... Oh! Sweet with a roll-up! Sweet with a roll-up! Sweet with a roll-up! And almost a 3 count. Sweet stealing it away. Almost. As Aiden Scott came in with a chair. Preoccupied, Mike Couture now going to try to get that chair out of the ring. Scott now on the receiving end. On the outside. Shot by Mr. Amazing. Oh, and Sweet fires back with an enziguri. Both men now on the outside. How much can these two have left in the tank? This is not even our main event. And here we go again and again. Counter after counter after counter. Collar elbow type now on the outside. Sweet sends him into the barricade. And now Scott sends him into the barricade. Side Russian leg sweep. Up to a 5 count. And Mr. Amazing again going under the ring. And again with another steel chair. This is not an Extreme Rules matchup. Up to a 7 count. Sweet may not make the count. Here he comes. Here comes Mr. Amazing, and he gets caught. Sweet now with an Irish whip. Sweet gets caught up into a scoop slam. This is getting out of control. We may need to stop this matchup. Sweet now in trouble again. Mr. Amazing setting him on the top rope. What is he doing with the chair again? Dropping it. Both men now on top. No, 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 no! Off the top, he tried to use that chair, but he sent it a little too close to the corner. And again, Sweet gets the shoulder up. And again, this is not an Extreme Rules matchup. Mike Couture needs to get that chair out of the ring. He's gonna hoist him up. Boom! Gutbuster. Mr. Amazing now on a roll. Bad Boy Marshall with a counter. Up and down. Beautiful counter. Incredible maneuver by Bad Boy Marshall. Sweet. And again, we find both men on the outside. Mr. Amazing doesn't even know where he's at. Looked like he possibly a back elbow going for way out of sync there. And Bad Boy Marshall now got to capitalize with a number of shots, elbows, and knee strikes. But Amazing back up and sends him into the steel barricade. Almost into the ring post. And again, head first. Up to a 5 count, up to 6. Amazing to go back outside now. Not happy with just the possible count-out victory. That chair still lurking in the ring here. Hoist him up again. Oh, face first goes Sweet. Sweet right back outside. Right back outside goes Bad Boy Marshall. Sweet. Oh, Sweet dodging the clothesline. Saw that coming. Aiden Scott trying to use the advantage. Sweet with a counter. Off the ropes goes Bad Boy Marshall. Sweet. Charmin suplex. Perfectly executed by Mr. Amazing. Amazing now with a wind up. And Sweet sent into the chair in the corner. Mike Couture was trying to get the chair unwedged. Didn't pan out. Super kick. And another fourth Phoenix press. A cover on Sweet. Mr. Amazing with the assistance from that chair put in the corner as Mike Couture was trying to get it unwedged. Amazing, sent him head first into it. There's the first time Scott used that standing Phoenix press. But Bad Boy Marshall Sweet continued to be defiant and get the shoulder up time after time. What a battle back and forth between these two. And I'm willing to bet it is not over yet between these two. What a battle back and forth between those two. Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet forever having a rivalry here in XFW. And this is all because, again, trying to decide who is the faster competitor, who is more athletic inside the squared circle. Folks, quite frankly, both those guys are outstanding inside the ring. Both of them are impressive to watch. Every time they're both inside the ring competing against each other, it is absolute pure joy for the audience. But again, to see Mr. Amazing win by taking the shortcut, using the chair, something this young kid never did before until he fell under the tutelage of Josh the Coach Clemens, a man that claims to love old school wrestling and say that the old school style, the pure style of grappling wrestling, is the way to victory. It's quickly to realize the hypocrisy of the industry as they continue to take shortcuts time and time again. And we've seen them do that with Sean Owens and Rick Osborne and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet and everybody else that they've gone up against here in XFW. If they can't win, they will cheat until their little hearts are content and they get the W. And they got a damn good way of hiding it from the referee time and time again. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new XFW United States Champion in action as Christopherson Pierce goes up against Mark Collins in a non-title matchup next on XFW Danger Zone. Mark Collins himself, a former United States champion here in XFW, and here he comes. Collins, the only man in XFW history to hold two titles at the same time. The XFW Internet Championship and the United States Championship. And tonight, you can guarantee you'll see a lot come out of Collins to have his opportunity to once again be United States Champion. Even though this is a non-title matchup, a win over Pierce could go a long way in getting himself an opportunity to challenge for the title. Collins, a former member of the Entourage, formerly under Morgan Steiner. Collins had an opportunity in World Heavyweight Championship glory, but he was the last person to hold the Extreme Opportunity briefcase. Tried to cash in on Sam Ford, and Ford was able to dispatch him. But Collins still has his sights set on championship gold as he awaits the brand new United States champion.
And his opponent from
the man who says he's the 26th man in line for the throne of England. Christopherson Pierce. Pierce with his first ever championship run here at XFW. Now holding on to the United States Championship. Won it in very controversial fashion over Ultimo Shade, who went on an absolute historic run here in XFW. A man who's got a very inflated ego, now only that much bigger with a title around his waist. I've said in the past, and I'll say it again, folks, it was only a matter of time for Christopher Pierce wound up with a championship around his waist. He's an absolute outstanding in-ring competitor. As he starts off heavy shots into Mark Collins. And now right back in the center of the ring with Collins now dodging out of the way, firing right back. Collins up over the shoulders, crucifix driver. Collins is not someone to be trifled with. A little bit of tongue twister there. Collins now driving the champion and drops the elbow square to the chest. But Pierce has notable victories here in XFW, including wins over the Destroyer, over Brian Blaze, over Hiro Katsuyori, Ultimo Shade, and more. This young man can hold his own. He's an outstanding in-ring athlete. And I said it when he first came to XFW, he will be a champion one day. Now the United States Championship is around his waist. And again, the European uppercut. And Pierce again just showing off. He needs to keep his eyes focused on this matchup. He cannot give Collins a lot of time to recuperate. And right now, dropping Collins across the top rope with a slingshot. And we got a cover. But Collins easily gets a shoulder up as the champion didn't even attempt to hook the leg. But he hooked the leg into a small package. Collins' shoulders are down, but gets him up. Wrapping up the arm now. Collins fires back with a right hand. Mark Collins, again, the only man in XFW history to hold 2 championships at the same time. The United States and the Internet Championship around his waist. Had to defend them both on the same night many years ago at XFW Mat Mania. It was actually the first of the fall of the Entourage. Collins losing both matches, losing both titles in the same night, which led Morgan Steiner to terminate him from the Entourage, calling him the weak link. As Seth Walker would go on to lose the World Heavyweight Championship that night. The only one to keep her title was Tia Adams at the time. And Morgan Steiner gave all his attention to Tia Adams, which pissed off, Morgan Steiner, which led to Walker eliminating Steiner from XFW. Causing serious injury. Morgan Steiner has been laid up for damn near 9 months now. I still hear he cannot walk on his own. Seth Walker will be in action later on tonight as well. But right now, Christopher Pierce again with the uppercut. That one rocked Collins. And now the champion waving off the audience. I don't know if I would do that. You don't want to piss off the crowd. They can turn on you in a haze. Oh, and a thumb to the eye by the champion. And blast him into the corner. Collins fires back with an elbow. Collins now in control. Kick to the midsection, drops the champion. Collins now, full head of steam, puts the boots right across the jaw and just leveled Christopher Pierce. Wow, what impact. We got a cover now on the champion. He gets the shoulder up. What impact by Collins. That rocked the champion. Collins gets the foot caught. And Pierce stands over him. The champion out. Goes for the super kick, nobody home. Right hand now by the champion. Hoisting him up, drops him down. Christopher Pierce now goading and taunting Collins to get back to his feet. Counter by Collins, in the corner goes the champion. Collins trying to set him up here. Fire back now by the champion. Collins sends him up and over all the way to the outside. Collins in hot pursuit now, not wanting to give the champion too much time to recover. But Pierce sends him right back inside. Collins against the ropes now. Up and down, belly-to-belly suplex by the champion. And now Pierce making his way all the way to the top rope. Pierce now off the top. Nobody home. Collins able to counter. But Pierce back to his feet. European uppercut. Pierce now retreating back to the outside. Collins deciding to go after him. The champion trying to avoid catastrophe here. Back inside goes the champion. Off the ropes. And a kick by Collins. Collins not playing the games. Collins hooks him up. Collins now, snap suplex takes him over. Pierce jumping back to his feet though impressively, but Collins catches him. Collins! Rip cord driver, cord Carter, thank you for liking the stream. Collins may walk away with the victory here. 2. And somehow Pierce gets the shoulder up. Unbelievably so. Wow. And Collins catches him in the clothesline. And another one. Off the ropes. Tilt the world backbreaker now by Collins. Unbelievable back and forth. Up and over the top rope. Collins holds on. Right hand now by the champion. Oh, and drops him again across the middle rope. Throat first. The champion now walk to the back of the corner. Allow Collins the count. Both men now going to take some time to recover. You see the champion waking the cobwebs out of his head. Mike Couture going to continue the count. Oh, whoa! Pierce charging in. Collins seeing it coming. He tried to get behind Mike Couture and use the referee as cover. But Collins saw it coming. And that's the in-ring experience of Mark Collins and the reason the man was 2-time champion. Usher now with a turnbuckle. Collins possibly looking for that shotgun dropkick. Gonna hoist him up. The champion gonna turn him around in the corner. But Collins again countering the Irish whip. Back and forth action tonight on XFW. And a shot to the midsection. Uh-oh, Pierce. Tower of London connects. Christopherson, Pierce. Whoa. Pierce does not look happy about that, but somehow Collins got the shoulder up. Drops the leg. Christopherson, Pierce now, the knee across the face. Collins now in trouble, and again set over the top rope. And Mike Couture going to start the count again. Pierce going to let the count happen. Up to a 2 count already. But Collins already getting back to his feet. Pierce now going to the outside. Oh, and a shot. Right to the top of the head. The referee has to start the count over. And Collins sent to the ring post. This one is getting far more brutal than I would have thought. And Collins now into the barricade. Christopherson, Pierce, hell-bent on victory. His first time as champion, and he cannot get it. Mark Collins, too tough, too resilient. Again, no hook in the leg by the champion. And Collins gets the shoulder up. Collins now rolling out of the way. Getting back to his feet. The champion now laying in more shots. Collins with a counter. And this time, Pierce over the top rope. Oh, he gets shot in the midsection. Pierce up and over, sunset flip. Shoulders are down on Collins. Again, the shoulder comes up. Pierce locks him on shoulder. Beautiful suplex by the champion. And a right hand. Schoolboy roll up. Pinning combination. And Collins again defying the champion. Collins looking for it again. Ripcord cutter. Holy cow. This could be it for Collins. Collins a second time with the ripcord cutter. 2. Collins. Collins Collins may have just set himself up for #1 contendership spot. That will definitely deflate the ego of the newly crowned United States champion. And a big nod to Mark Collins. Wow. What a monumental win for Collins and what a substantial loss for Christopherson Pierce. Less than a week after capturing the championship. It's a good thing for him it wasn't on the line tonight. We have a new champion. An absolutely stellar match between two outstanding athletes, with Mark Collins showing why he has always been a force to be reckoned with here in XFW, and now may well just set himself up for opportunity for championship title match against Christopherson Pierce. What a monumental win for Mark Collins, folks. Wow. Now again, later on tonight, Brian Blaze will put the title on the line. Again, I still cannot find out who the challenger will be. Blaze walked tonight into the booking committee's room and said he wants to put the title on the line, signed a contract, from what I understand, very nonchalantly threw it in the face of one of our booking committee championship members and said, make it happen. So it can be anyone on the roster backstage, ladies and gentlemen, that has signed this contract. Brian Blaze may have just signed his own death warrant. There are a number of folks backstage who do not like Brian Blaze. Hell, I don't think there's anyone in XFW that likes Brian Blaze. There's no one in the audience that likes Brian Blaze. I've constantly said it time and time again, he is the most hated man in all of professional wrestling. That's inside and outside the ring. Brian Blaze loves to get under the skin of his opponents. He loves to get under the skin of the audience members, which is something you don't want to do. You don't want to sell merchandise, or you want to sell merchandise. You don't want to piss off the people who may be buying that merchandise. But Brian Blaze has always said, if he pisses off the audience, it makes him feel better about himself. But he will be again in title match tonight. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head down the ring for tag team action as the Anarchists collide with the Thunderbolts as this tag team rivalry continues on Danger Zone. These two teams have been battling back and forth week in and week out. Bentley Monroe over on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to thank everyone that's tuning in tonight to XFW, whether on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise.
At a combined weight of 526 pounds.
Thank you for joining us here tonight on XFW. As the Anarchists are in the ring. Angus Hayes and Crom Ferguson. And here come the Thunderbolts.
At a combined weight of 440 pounds.
The Thunderbolts now inside the ring, making their entrance, I should say. Thunderbolt Liger and Thunderbolt Saturn. These two teams have a rivalry for some time now, back and forth. Both vying for an opportunity to challenge for the XFW Tag Team Championships. The Anarchists, long-running tag team champs. The Thunderbolts, two-time champs themselves. And tonight, the XFW Tag Team Champs will be in action. The White Dragons going toe-to-toe with America's finest in tag team action later on as Angus Hayes exchanges knife fist chops with Thunderbolt Liger, who then with a rising knee strike catches Angus Hayes and takes him off his feet. Super kick dodged by Angus Hayes. The Liger quick to counter, clubbing blows in the back. And a drop kick right to the lower back of Angus Hayes by Thunderbolt Liger. The Thunderbolt's very, very controversial past here in XFW. Seemingly broken up at one point as their old, dare I say, at one point benefactor, mad scientist, Dr. Yamamoto, actually made an attempt of cloning the Thunderbolts. We saw multiple Ligers. We saw Liger versus Liger, but right now Liger with Crom Ferguson on his shoulders and Saturn on the top rope. High angle flying bulldog connects the Thunderbolts. Now in a pinning combination, but a kick out by Ferguson. That could have ended everything right there. Ferguson rising back to his feet. The Saturn keeping the pressure on. Elbow shot out of the face. Ferguson again with a kick. Forcing him back into home territory for the Anarchists in a tag. Again, in comes Angus Hayes. Double team maneuver. Back body drop by the Anarchists. And a drop kick by Hayes. Hayes very wiry, very athletic. For the Anarchists, Crom Ferguson the muscle of the two. Wind-up haymaker now by Hayes. Hayes was the first on the scene here at XFW in this tag team. And then finding Ferguson, wherever you find someone of this stature and this lifestyle, as they say, they don't believe in rules or regulations or laws. They say they take what they want when they want it. I've definitely seen them do that in the craft section in the back, food services. Watch Crom Ferguson walk away with the entire table one night and say he needed the sustenance. And he didn't call it food, he literally called it sustenance. It's a big word for such a Cro-Magnon man, if you will. Angus Hayes again with a jumping knee strike. Down goes Thunderbolt Saturn. Thunderbolt started this match off pretty damn dominant. But now the Anarchists have turned it around. Life is shot back. Ooh, Saturn quickly turning the tide there, making a monkey out of me after I said those words. And tagging comes Liger. Angus Hayes now down. Hayes going to get back to his feet and realize there's a new opponent in the ring as Liger starts clubbing shots. Liger now rolls him through. Oh, knee strikes now. Repeated shots to the head. Oh! Angus Hayes just got lit up by Liger. Wisely rolls underneath the ring, or underneath the ropes. But Liger continues the onslaught. Misses that shot. Hayes with a wraparound. Liger with a counter. Now Angus Hayes with a counter on the outside. And Liger again. Both men now jockeying for position. Elbow shots now from Hayes as these two continue the battle back and forth on the outside. Liger now with the wind up and sends Hayes into the steel ring post. Liger going to send him reeling. Up to a 6 count. These guys need to get back inside the ring. Into the barricade again. Liger, hellbent, up to an 8 count. Clubbing blow. What is going on here? Referee up to a 9 count. This is getting out of control. These teams not caring anything. We're up to a 10 count. It's a draw. This one got heated. Neither team paying attention. Liger and Hayes on the outside battling. Crom Ferguson having enough with it. Saturn seeing frustrated. Mike Atura throwing the match out. Double count out. Again, folks, these two teams going at it time and time again. And obviously that the frustration levels continuing to rise as two members of the team not giving anything care about the count and just continuing the battle on the outside. It only gets worse with these two teams. Again, Thunderbolt, Liger, and Thunderbolt Saturn, very, very competitive, looking to get back into the #1 spot for the tag team titles, especially now going after the White Dragons. Those two teams have been in highly competitive matches, and quite frankly, folks, is an epic match in the making if it ever comes to fruition. But the Anarchists, hell-bent on getting back to the top and looking to stomp on anyone that will get in their way and use them as a stepping stone to get back to the #1 contendership spot. Well, up next, folks, a ranking match for the World Heavyweight Division, as the Crusher Carl Ellis goes up against Seth Walker. Walker, one of the most all-time winning champions here in XFW, looking at another opportunity to challenge the brand new champion, Brian Blaze. Meanwhile, Carl Ellis still looking for one opportunity to go out on a high note, coming out of retirement after 12 years, coming here to XFW for that opportunity, grasping, clawing, climbing the ladder, looking for any title opportunity he can get, but has set his sights on the XFW World Heavyweight Championship since he wants one more run at glory. Could he find that tonight in XFW and get one step closer? Or will Seth Walker dash those dreams and possibly put him on the injured reserve list? Let's head on the ringside for more one-on-one action next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Crusher Carl Ellis.
Making his way to the ring from Norfolk, Virginia, weighing in at 243 pounds, the Crusher Carl Ellis.
They call him the in-ring general, the Crusher Carl Ellis. An outstanding in-ring performer. A lot of wrestlers will use the term ring veteran after spending a number of years learning experience inside the squared circle. But it's the in-ring veterans that refer to Ellis as the general. Ellis saying he's forgotten more about professional wrestling than some people will ever know, and that is a true statement.
And his opponent from Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 262 pounds, Seth Walker.
But then there is this man. The only man to hold the World Heavyweight Championship as many times as the Destroyer. The man who loves to put people on the injured reserve list. The Seth Walker. The man who beat down a 60-some-year-old man. His own, at the time, manager of the Entourage, Morgan Steiner. The lack of empathy that Walker has for any other human being. As again, Steiner, I had no real care for Morgan Steiner, folks. The guy was a snake in a suit. But even I felt bad for Steiner the night that Walker put him through the lockers in the backstage area and put him out of commission. From what I understand, Morgan Steiner still cannot walk on his own. And right now, Walker on the offense against Crusher Carl Ellis. Walker's been known to cause serious injury to a number, dozens of wrestlers in his XFW history. Loves to cause permanent injury. Says it lessens the playing field, takes out the competition. But Ellis and Walker are no strangers to one another. These guys have been on the receiving end. Oh, a slap to the face. I would not do that to Carl Crusher Ellis. We know Ellis himself has a temper, and here it goes. Walker may have just awoken a sleeping giant, as Ellis now is going on a rampage and a spine buster. Ellis now with a cover on Walker, but the shoulder comes up. Walker with a size and strength advantage and youth on his side. Again, almost a 20-year difference between these two in age. And Walker just sent Ellis head over heels to the outside. Now he's celebrating it. This is what I talk about, folks. Walker loves to hurt people. And he would love nothing more than to put this legend, Carl Ellis, out of his misery and back into retirement. But Ellis will not go down swinging. Ellis blasting Walker off that steel ring post. Mike Couture now up to a 4 count. Both men now finally back inside the ring. Ellis has been in the ring with legends. The man himself has been around for decades. He has seen and done all in professional wrestling. And right now up against Walker is no small feat as he levels him with a spine buster again. And now 5 between the eyes by Carl Ellis. And a clubbing blow now against the back. Ellis now taking control of this matchup. Several moments here of unanswered offense by Ellis, who's going in the middle rope. And too slow. Walker able to counter through. Dodges out of the way. Walker now hoisting up the Crusher and drops him in the backbreaker. Ellis rolling underneath the ropes, trying to avoid a pin here. Again, good ring awareness by the Crusher. Walker now having some things to say and gets caught with a right hand. Fat lip for his trouble as Ellis now goes on the assault. Scoop slam. And follows through the elbow. A little extra torque there by Crusher Carl Ellis. He gets caught in a clothesline by Walker, who just leveled him. We got a cover now. Ellis gets the shoulder up. Walker now hoisting him up. Vertical suplex. Beautifully executed, if I must say so, by Walker. Not that I like to give Walker too many compliments here. Walker goes for a clothesline, nobody home. Ellis catches him. Ellis drives him down. Flatliner. Ellis just planted Walker. We've got a cover. Adam, thank you for liking the stream, and a kick out. Ellis almost with a 3 count there. Shot to the face down by Walker. Ellis fires right back. Shots to the midsection. Ellis charges in a monkey flip. Impressive by Ellis, who's now trying to get this capacity crowd in his corner. I don't think it's going to be hard to do. Countered out. Oh, and a shot to the face. Ellis fires right back. Hard impact into the turnbuckle down on Walker. Ellis now in control. Walker staggering. Ellis going to hoist him up. Vertebreaker. Could that be it for Walker? Does Ellis knock him off? Cover. And Ellis pulls off the victory. Wow. Carl Ellis able to get the pinfall victory over Seth Walker. Showing this old dog still does have a lot left in the tank. An impressive victory here on XFW Danger Zone.
Here is your winner.
Ellis one step closer to realizing his dream, trying to go out on top here in XFW. Looking for an opportunity to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, and continues to climb that ladder, waiting for his opportunity, and he gets closer and closer each and every week. It is a true testament to the drive, the willpower, the determination of Crusher Carl Ellis to compete after 12 years of retirement, to come out of that retirement and to put his body on the line, literally put his career, the career that, again, folks, what was already over, for one more opportunity to challenge for a championship world title. Now, I am hoping Ellis gets that opportunity. I'm surprised someone has not just handed him the opportunity just to see it. Because let's face it, Ellis earned the respect of fans and wrestlers alike all around the world with things he's already done. His legacy alone is damn near second to none. He earned an opportunity. Brian Blaze has been on the record saying Carl Ellis is an outstanding in-ring performer. And you don't hear that much from Brian Blaze, but everyone in the locker room respects Carl Ellis. And it's only a matter of time before that man winds up with some opportunity, whether he climbs the ladder and gets in a more contendership spot, or someone just says, I want to wrestle Carl Ellis. I want to defend against Carl Ellis. Someone looking to either get that notch in their belt saying, I defeated the Crusher, or just to have that legacy match, to have that spotlight moment where you go up against someone with the career, with the legacy, with the lineage of Crusher Carl Ellis. Now, folks, we're talking about legacy, we're talking about lineage, we're going to talk about the White Dragons, the newly crowned 8-time XFW Tag Team Champions in action next, up against the locker room buddies, the ever prominent college frat boys, America's Finest. Sorry, folks, lost my train of thought there for a moment, trying to find the music here. America's Finest themselves, former XFW Tag Team Champions, 2 All-State Collegiate Champions, and 2 of them, man, they're almost in the Olympics themselves, ready to go toe-to-toe with the White Dragons. Now, again, any type of win tonight for the America's Finest will give them an opportunity to #1 contendership, as right now we don't have #1 contenders for the tag titles. But these two have met time and time again. Folks, this one could get nasty. Let's head down to ringside. And here come America's Finest. Bobby Wayne and Lance Thompson. 2 former All-American, All-State Collegiate Greco-Roman style wrestlers who turned professional wrestling. These two both have their own training facilities. They took some time off from XFW before Josh the Coach Clemens talked him into coming back. But again, these two peaking at college level have never gotten that frat boy mentality out of their head. They constantly trying to relive those glory days. Never fully growing up in the sack. These guys, if they would mature at a thinking of it, would be absolutely legendary. But tonight, when you talk about legends, ladies and gentlemen, the White Dragons.
At a combined weight of 454 pounds,
the White Dragons. These two men have been all around the world and have competed in every federation you can think of. They have captured titles in every promotion they have stepped foot in, both singles and tag teams. But here in XFW, they mainly compete in tag team competition, and now their 8th time as World Tag Team Champions. An epic match it was at XFW's sudden death between the Dragons and the James Boys. But experience shown through that night. The James Boys put up one hell of a battle in their damn near 6-month run as tag team champions. Look at this right now, though. Bobby Wayne and Kushida Satora in the... Oh! Bobby Wayne taking the cheap shot. And using Mike Atura as a shield and going to work on Kushida Satora, taking the cheap shot. But again, we've seen Bobby Wayne and Lance Thompson take those opportunities more often than not inside the square circle as he's stomping away now on Satora. The White Dragons easily fan favorites here in XFW. And again, two absolute legends inside the ring as Bobby Wayne puts his arms up and gets absolutely no response from the audience. A couple boos there. But lays in now some shots. But Satora with a counter sends him up and over the top rope. And Satora with a shot to Lance Thompson. Unprovoked, but let's face it, these two teams have been provoking each other for years. And now a double axe handle from Satora to Bobby Wayne as he gets back inside the square circle. And another shot. Satora now Irish whip in home territory. Kick to the face though. Hoist him up, belly to back suplex by Bobby Wayne. Wayne now going to drag Satora across the canvas. Where's he going? Up to snap the neck of Satora, head over. Wayne now making his way tap. In comes the big Texan, Lance Thompson. Satora still laying out how much damage has been done. Thompson going to tag Bobby Wayne right back in. Not sure what that was about. Both of them with the same idea. Because Satora goes over, head scissor takedown. And a tag, in comes Akira Matsuda. First time in this matchup, the high flyer, the masked man of the Dragons. But he gets caught, German suplex. Bobby Wayne perfectly timing that suplex, watching Akira Matsuda come in and going right back on the assault. Bobby Wayne definitely on par tonight as he's been handling Kushida Satora, and now Akira Matsuda coming in, looking like he's primed and ready to go. And Bobby Wayne turning the tables quickly on the tag team champions. Lance Thompson now finally coming in. Double team maneuver here by America's finest back body drop. Thompson now finally getting in this match officially. Akira Matsuda with a deep arm drag counter. And he turned into an exploder, grabbing the leg, tossing Thompson head over heels. Matsuda so quick, so easily counter move, drop kick, and goes head over heels, flipping in the air. We talk about the athleticism of Akira Matsuda a lot here in XFW. This man defies gravity time after time. And here we go. Matsuda now on the top rope. Getting into position. Big time moonsault. Some serious hang time. We've got a cover. But only a 2 count. Thompson gets the shoulder up. Thompson now countering the Irish whip over the top rope. Goes Matsuda, but he hangs on. Matsuda lights him up with a forearm. Matsuda now going high again. Counter the drop kick. Lance Thompson slapping him away, using that superior size, strength, and frame. Matsuda again laying in heavy shots to counter the suplex. Sends him back into home territory. Tag, in comes Kushida Satora. Double super kick. The diving tag. Back in comes Bobby Wayne. And the Dragons go right back on the assault. Thompson now on the outside. Bobby Wayne in trouble. Head scissor takedown. The Dragons are so quick, so deadly. They can come at you from any angle. Dragonplex. We got a cover. Kick out by Bobby Wayne. America's finest started this match off astoundingly, dominating this matchup. But the Dragons have turned the tables on this one as with Satora now going to top, taking a stroll across the top rope and blasting across the back of Bobby Wayne. This capacity crowd on their feet, cheering and screaming as these two legendary teams go at it. Both of these teams, XFW originals. Bobby Wayne now going to the outside. Akira Matsuda now in pursuit. Neckbreaker. Matsuda now getting to reject himself. Snapmare. Referee up to a 3 count. Satora laid out. Matsuda can help himself and send Bobby Wayne into the steel post at ringside. Irene Kern, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Bobby Wayne put himself in that position, getting himself in that territory of the Dragons. Countered out by Wayne. Kushida Satora cuts him off. Shot right across the face. And now an uppercut. Satori now stomping away. Turning his attention to the arm, now trying to stretch out Bobby Wayne. And drives him down to the canvas. Almost separating the shoulder of Bobby Wayne. Hard impact into the turnbuckle again. Tag, in comes Matsuda. Matsuda now going outside. Where the hell are they going? The Dragons now coming in, colliding. Brutal impact on Bobby Wayne. Followed through Northern Light suplex. We've got a cover. All four men now inside the ring. Almost a 3 count. Almost a 3 count. Lance Thompson now thrown to the outside like yesterday's trash. Collar elbow tie-up. Bobby Wayne left to his own devices. Goes for the arm. Satora or Matsuda lights him up again. Bobby Wayne fighting for everything he can here. Oh, and a counter again by Matsuda. Leveling Bobby Wayne down. Shot now across the back. Matsuda now leading him around the ring. Matsuda now with an Irish whip. Bobby Wayne holds on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, rainbow cutter. Rainbow cutter. Watch this impact, ladies and gentlemen. 2. Almost a 3 count. Lance Thompson breaking up the pinfall. One of the most beautiful moves in professional wrestling. Bobby Wayne is in a world of trouble. Wayne now grasping a thumb to the eye there on Akira Matsuda, dragging him now across the ring. Tag there, in comes Lance Thompson, drop toe hold, America's finest now, doubling up on the maneuvers. Akira Matsuda now in trouble. Lance Thompson is sending one half of the tag champ to get to the outside. Dangerous territory now for Akira Matsuda. Thompson going to send him right back inside, looking to possibly get a pinfall victory here. Big Thompson now in control of this matchup. Oh, it's sending him out right in his partner's face. I don't know if I would have done that. Oh, and a kick to the back now. Oh, both men going high. Thompson clubbing blows, taking out both members of the White Dragons. Matsuda fighting back now. Irish whip sends him back inside. Thompson getting back to his feet quickly. German suplex, turning Akira Matsuda inside out. Thompson now suplex. Thompson damn near 6'3". That's a long way to fall for Akira Matsuda. Matsuda fires back. Shot across the back by Matsuda. Sends him into the corner. Turn around by Lance Thompson. And now going low. Matsuda fires back again. And shoves him right back into the turnbuckle. Matsuda now stomping away. Repeated shots to the ribs. Matsuda coming all the way back. I thought he was going for a tag. No, Matsuda's going high. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Taking big time impact. Matsuda going coast to coast. Flying Dragon spreads his wings. We've got a cover. Thompson is down. Thompson gets the shoulder up. All four men again inside the squared circle. Turn around. Oh, up over the top rope now. Shot to the midsection. Thompson. Power bomb to the outside by Akira Matsuda. Agent Frosty over on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for becoming a fan. Welcome to XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming. What an impact by Akira Matsuda. Tag now, in comes Kushida Satora again. Uh-oh, both members of the Dragons going up. This could be double dragon. And there it is. Both members of the Dragons coming down the impact on Lance Thompson. We've got to cover. Bobby Wayne can barely hold himself up on the ring. That's it. The Dragons victorious. Bobby Wayne could barely sustain his own body weight on the outside. Bobby Wayne now finally coming in. Thompson looks upset. America's Finest looking to have some trouble here. The White Dragons victorious. Bobby Wayne none too happy with Thompson. Uh-oh. Trouble brewing here in America's Finest. America's Finest seemed to have a little bit of disagreement there. Bobby Wayne unable to save Lance Thompson, not getting in there to the pinfall victory. But again, Bobby Wayne sustained a lot of damage at the hands of the White Dragon. And towards the end of the match, you can see him holding onto the apron, trying to hold himself up, and didn't even realize a pinfall had taken place. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that's the White Dragons. They can dominate a team. They can cut you off your opponent, effectively cutting the ring in half here in XFW. And that's what they do. They're a dominating team. That is the reason they are now an eight-time XFW Tag Team Champions are the White Dragons. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, a rivalry that will not stop. Lee Bischoff continues his attacks on the Destroyer. Now, last week on XFW television, Lee Bischoff went against the Destroyer. Now, this is after Bischoff sustained a small concussion at the hands of the Destroyer. And last week, the match was in no way a contest, as the Destroyer cut through Bischoff like a hot knife through butter. And again, the Destroyer ended with a Wave of Destruction kick. And this is after Bischoff kicked out of the Burning Hammer, something that does not happen all that often in professional wrestling. Bischoff, who barely somehow got the trainers to clear him for a match tonight, demanded another match with the Destroyer. And the Destroyer said, if you're this much of a glutton for punishment, you got it. Folks, this could be very detrimental to Lee Bischoff. The man does not know how to stay down, does not know how to say no, and continues this. Folks, this one, someone's career is on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head down the ringside. The Destroyer, Lee Bischoff, going at it yet again. Somebody really needs to have a talk with Lee Bischoff. Bischoff, known as the blue-collar battler, does not know when to say quit for whatever reason, is hell-bent on taking out the Destroyer. And here he comes now, ladies and gentlemen, again. He is still suffering from some head trauma and a concussion.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
And this could be catastrophic for Bischoff.
City, Ohio. Weighing in at 272 pounds.
One thing is for certain, Bischoff is definitely someone not to be trifled with. The man has proven time and time again he is a tough son of a bitch. But at what cost? How many years has he taken off his career with this rivalry with the Destroyer? Now, he has had victories over the Destroyer, but the last few weeks, it has been hard to watch, hard to stomach, as the Destroyer has laid Bischoff out a number of times, and now leading to injuries, which only has caused more damage to Lee Bischoff. And this man here, ladies and gentlemen, is someone you do not want to get on the bad side of. The most feared and respected man in the XFW locker room, the Destroyer.
And his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 321 pounds, the Destroyer.
6'3", 320 pounds. One of the most dominant competitors in XFW history. Coming back after massive knee replacement surgery. You see that knee brace on the left leg. The Destroyer has been with XFW since day one. A former 8-time World Heavyweight Champion. And Lee Bischoff, for whatever reason, has set his sights on the Destroyer as a target. And folks, that is a big target and someone you do not want to mess with. And again, Bischoff has sustained a head injury time and time again. And here we go. Bischoff going to grab on the Destroyer. Irish over to the ropes now. Bischoff starting things off with a back body drop. This is a better already start for Bischoff than it was last week. Bischoff now rolling around. German suplex on the Destroyer. Bischoff seeming already in better spirits, in better physical condition than he was last week. As the Destroyer laid in some heavy injuries to Bischoff. Up on the shoulders now. Bischoff drops him down into a gutbuster. Follows through the senton. Destroyer not yet to get any offense into this matchup. Bischoff now going to work to the arm. Overhand wrist lock going to try to wear the big man down. Shots to the midsection now by the Destroyer. Bischoff struggling. Destroyer now charging into the clothesline. Again, the Destroyer targeting the head of Bischoff, who we know did suffer a concussion a few weeks ago. There's another shot by the former World Heavyweight Champion. And another one. Good Lord. This is how it started a few weeks ago. The Destroyer. But Bischoff, again, we know he's resilient. We know. Oh! Destroyer looking to go for a powerbomb. Bischoff countering through with a victory roll, driving the big man down to the canvas, and now stomping away the spine of the Destroyer's Bischoff. Kick to the midsection now by the Destroyer. Irish whip into a spine buster. Bischoff rocked by that one. Destroyer rolling through. Look at this. Rolling through, hoisting him up into a vertebreaker. The Destroyer again targeting the head and neck of Lee Bischoff. Bischoff, though, with a small package, the Destroyer in trouble, and a kick out. Bischoff again trying to stop on the Destroyer, again targeting the head. There's a DDT, and now Bischoff's movements are slowed. Bischoff now, oh, Destroyer gonna dump him over the top. Destroyer full head of steam. Holy cow! The Destroyer with a spear through the outside, taking Bischoff to the canvas through the ropes. Bischoff though counters through again. Somehow Bischoff finds the willpower, finds the drive to time and time again, but the Destroyer overpowering him. And again, how much damage is still done to Bischoff. As the Destroyer again targets the head, drives it down to the concrete floor on the outside. You see Bischoff holding on the back of his skull. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Bischoff asked for this matchup. This was not the Destroyer. He was willing to let this rivalry go. But Bischoff continues time and time again to hound the Destroyer, to ask for it. And he's going to another time drive Bischoff's skull, the back of it, onto the canvas. But Bischoff again resilient, fireman's carry takeover. Everything he can to keep turning the tables on the Destroyer. Oh, the Destroyer with Bischoff. Gonna go for the ride. Choke slam. Bischoff now gonna roll underneath the ropes. I don't know if that's instinct or he actually knew where he was. Shot by Bischoff now. Both men now back inside the ring. Bischoff catches the super kick. Down goes the Destroyer. Bischoff now trying to get back into the swing of things here. Misses the double axe handle. The Destroyer, big right hand. Hoisting him up. Omega driver. The Destroyer just leveling Bischoff with the Omega driver, that spinning pile driver. And you see in the Yamamoto Bluetooth device, Bischoff's head now in the red. That concussion still looming. And the Destroyer trying to put the exclamation point on this with a powerbomb. And another one. Good Lord. And again, Bischoff asked for this, ladies and gentlemen. Destroyer now with a throat, had him by the throat. Choke slam. At what point, ladies and gentlemen, do you stop running yourself into a wall? Oh no. The Destroyer with Bischoff on the top rope. Bischoff with a kick. Bischoff with a clothesline. The referee may have to put an end to this, folks. The referee may need to stop this. Bischoff rolling to the outside. Looking at it, now trying to contemplate, has he made the right decision? Has he made the plan? Take the count out. He didn't take it. Here comes the Destroyer again. Clothesline down again goes Bischoff. They need to stop this. Destroyer charging in. Neckbreaker. The Destroyer now just starting to pummel on Bischoff. And again, the leg drop. Bischoff. This is now starting to look like last week. The Destroyer's laying in heavy shots. Time after time. Bischoff now just on the receiving end. A number of hellacious shots by the former World Heavyweight Champion. Bischoff getting back to his feet. Destroyer goes for a clothesline. Bischoff rolls over. DDT by Bischoff. Bischoff able to capitalize. But again, the Destroyer shoving him down to the canvas. Destroyer now. Again, the neck breaker. Destroyer now back in charge. Bischoff. Hard impact into the turnbuckle. Destroyer now stomping away. You know what comes after that? Wave and a destruction kick again. Bischoff blasted right in the face. And the Destroyer again knocks off Bischoff. How much damage is this man going to continue to take at the hands of the Destroyer? Obviously, clearly, still not 100%, struggling with that concussion, and moves like that are not going to be any better for Bischoff's condition.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer.
Someone needs to talk to Bischoff and get him off this self-destructive path of going after the Destroyer week in and week out. They need to talk some sense into that young man. He needs to take a vacation, a long vacation. He needs to recover, recoup, get his head straight. He's on a path of self-destruction that may end his career. Lee Bischoff is an outstanding in-ring performer, but ever since losing the XFW Internet Championship to Tiger Ramirez many months ago, Bischoff has been foul, in just a shit mood, and just continues, for whatever reason, to target the Destroyer. He's taking all that animosity, all that anger out on the Destroyer, ladies and gentlemen, and it just continues to be a self-destructive path for Lee Bischoff. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. Brian Blaze going to put the XFW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Now, again, we still have not found out who exactly he is challenging tonight, or who is challenging him, I should say, for the World Heavyweight title. I'm going through my emails here, my instant messengers. No one's been able to find out who, in fact, has signed up to challenge Brian Blaze. All we know is earlier tonight, before the program went live, Brian Blaze walked in to the room of the championship committee and our booking team and said, I want to defend the title tonight, signed a contract, and threw it in the head booker's face. Now, folks, we don't know who did it. A lot of our main event guys and our big names were already signed, but there's a lot of roster members back there, including all three members of Evolution. A lot of former title holders in the back tonight who could have signed that match. Folks, main event starts right now. Brian Blaze's newly championship could be a very short run. Let's head down to ringside and find out who Blaze's title defense will be tonight on Danger Zone. Main event, seconds away. Very curious to see who Brian Blaze is putting the title on the lineup against. But it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. As we wait there, is this a joke? Is this a joke? Sweet Sedan Stan is getting a championship title match against Brian Blaze. Are you shitting me? Stan the Man Martin, who is now 1-67 in XFW, this is an absolute joke. This is a ploy by Brian Blaze. This can't be real. Someone else is going to come out, stand maybe in managerial form tonight. He's dressed to wrestle. This can't be real. Somebody else is coming out, right? That's Blaze's music. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our World Heavyweight Championship match. Brian Blaze, the most hated man in professional wrestling, making his way out the ringside. This is a travesty of justice. This is a joke and a blemish on the World Heavyweight Championship's legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Stan the Man, a.k.a. Sweet Sedan Stan, the used car salesman from Jersey, who has one solitary win in XFW, is getting a World Heavyweight Championship title shot. Pardon my French, ladies and gentlemen, this is some bullshit. This is an absolute travesty of justice. And quite frankly, folks, I think this is Brian Blaze spitting in the face of everyone else in the locker room. Did Stan actually sign this matchup, or did Brian Blaze somehow set this up?
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in.
Are you kidding me?
220 pounds, Stan Martin.
What an absolute joke this is, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for my demeanor. This is garbage.
He is the
Brian Blaze, now a 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, putting the title on the line in his first matchup since winning it this past Sunday. Puts it on the line against Stan the Man Martin, a wrestler who doesn't even belong inside the ring here in XFW. This is our main event. Mike Couture, don't even hold that title up. This is a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Stan trying to take himself all serious. Blaze staring at Martin. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze charging out. Stan dodging out of the way, but Blaze quickly turning at tables. Sidewalk slam. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Stan dodging out of the way. Can you imagine the backfire on this if Blaze loses this matchup somehow into a neck breaker? Blaze now celebrating for whatever reason. He just knocked down what is essentially knife edge chop. Stan Martin now writhing in pain as his usual position here in XFW, on his back. Blaze down with a backbreaker. Oh, and a 2-finger salute for the audience. Unnecessary, but again, Blaze likes to get under the skin of the audience as well as everyone in the arena. This is a joke. This is a travesty of justice. Brian Blaze putting the title on the line tonight against Stan the Man Martin. Martin, who's barely had any offense in a ring ever since being here in XFW. Oh! Blaze gets caught. Martin actually connected with some offense there. A back body drop with a shot to the back. Blaze turns the tables and right back to the knee strike. And Blaze now wiping his feet with Stan the Man. Blaze down with a cover. Stan gets the shoulders up. Nonchalant cover by Brian Blaze, the World Heavyweight Champion, and throws him down to the canvas. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke here tonight on XFW. Travesty of a main event. Stan now with a suplex, and presently I'm surprised he's going to get Brian Blaze up in a suplex, to be honest with you, but almost does no damage. You might be able to be fighting a toddler inside the ring. Again, this is your main event. Main event and Stan the Man Martin should never be the same words. Stan with a counter, but Blaze quickly shuts him down, and an STO. Blaze now ground and pound, blasting away at shots at Stan the Man Martin. And Blaze now blatant chokehold on Martin. Stan up into a spine buster. Blaze lights him up. And now again showing up the X like he's already injured Stan. This is a joke of a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze again with a shot right across the face. Blaze now twisting on the head of Martin. And again, Stan Martin won one match here in XFW and then went on a 3-week binge in Atlantic, sitting his toss over the top rope. Blaze now again got to taunt the audience as Mike Couture makes the count. I don't think Brian Blaze even broke a sweat in this matchup. Again, signifying wiping his feet. Stan can barely stand up on his own 2 feet. Blaze then going back to the outside. Tossing Martin back in. Stan the Man trying to get back to his feet. Blaze dumping on the back of his head. This is an absolute joke and a travesty here, ladies and gentlemen, of a main event. Stan now with a counter, turns the things around in the corner. But Blaze quickly again, it's almost like a lion toying with his food. Blaze almost giving glimpses of hope to Stan Martin, only to shut him right down. Backdrop now by Blaze. Blaze now again setting him in the turnbuckle. Martin now up on the top rope and a shot, crushing right down with a knife edge chop and a knee strike again to the top of the skull. Blaze just systematically taking apart a man who's, quite frankly, folks, unfit to wrestle inside the ring. Blaze now standing over Martin. Martin can barely get up on his own 2 feet. Blaze, double underhook. There's the DDT. Blaze with a cover. Elementary at this point. That's it. What a joke of a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Some title defense by Brian Blaze. Stan the Man Martin does not deserve a title shot. That is an insult to the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Brian Blaze effective in a squash match under an unqualified, undeserving challenger. But ladies and gentlemen, that is your new World Heavyweight Champion, Brian Blaze, in his first title defense. Thank you for tuning in to XFW Danger Zone, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow night for Saturday Night Showdown. What a joke this was. Brian Blaze, your World Heavyweight Champion, in his first title defense against Stan the Man Martin.